Alright, what up guys? So today's video is installing coilovers. Finally getting the suspension done sort of right on the IS300. Basically, I've got like two stock struts on the left side of the car. The front right has like, I don't know, it's lower than the other side, so it's got to have a spring on it. And then the right rear has a coilover, like a teen coilover on it. So I'm just like, what the hell? It was put together. Whatever, $200 car. So I try to go cheap for now. Obviously my plan is to have like properly spring rated Fortune 500s, but just to get on the road, I just wanted some cheap coilovers to go on. I'm running Megans on the 240 and I actually kind of like them for what they are, so I decided why not just go with those on the IS2 for now. Sadly they're like 10k 8k. I think most people like running like 14k 12k, but like I said, for now it'll work. I just really wanted to get on the road. So quick look at him, not too bad. I love the color, obviously. Goes with my little color scheme with the with that, you know, all that, whatever. It's cool that they have the bracket for the ABS sensor. I think that's what that's for. Height adjustable camber on ISs are adjusted by the front upper control arm. The ones with the round top hats are for the front, and the triangular ones are for the rear, being longer as well. So I was reading up on the preloads. I mean, based on what I'm looking at, it looks like it's already preset. They said basically the right way to do is you measure from the top to the bottom, make sure it's free floating, and then basically tighten it, something like that. I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm pretty sure it's good to go. I don't think there's a left and right or anything, so we're just gonna get to it. We're gonna put the wheel up and or actually we're gonna put jack the car up and take the wheel off. All right guys, after a lot of pretty much muscling and me not realizing that ball joints are actually a little bit harder to get out, I pretty much just decided to go with the easiest non-ball joint parts, which is these two. They come with these little 17 bolts. They pretty much screw into the little knuckle right here. So I literally unscrewed that. Whole spindle assembly came loose. So now I'm just gonna wiggle that strut out, and then we are going to put the coilover in. So let's get to it. Guys, took me a while to find the torque specs, but it looks like I went through a factory manual. And these over here, those are going to be 26, but I'm going to just round up to 30 foot-pounds for those. You've got the upper ball joint for the upper control arm. That's 50 foot-pounds on that as well. And then this, the bottom bolt for the coilover, that's going to be 50 foot-pounds as well. And then the two bottom ones that we took out to remove the whole spindle assembly, those are torque 280. One quick thing, to get this bolt out, I'm gonna have to get the sway bar out because whoever installed it previously just didn't have it seating well, and I think you're gonna need to take them off for both sides because it's gonna want to like cock one side. So you just got to put an Allen bolt in there, or Allen key, and then take the nut off, and you should be able to get that free. But for now, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna worry about it whenever I get the other side sorted too. All right guys, last but not least, this little ABS sensor line here. I pretty much just did it this way. I think that's right. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what makes sense to my brain. So what I did was I used these channel locks here to tighten the collar around the coilover, and then Allen key to tighten it, and it seems to be pretty good. I think that's right. So yeah, all right guys, next day we're gonna get over to the rear. A little bit of a long story, but the front sway bar end link was seized, and I'm gonna have to figure out what the heck I want to do. I still soaked it in PB Blast, hoping I can get it loose today. So here's what we're gonna start with. So in the trunk, you'll obviously have these three little nuts just like the front, so you're gonna take those off, and then the plan is to pretty much, I think the easiest way is probably take this off as well. There should be bolts here, but they're missing. Which, I mean, I guess it's not important with the coilover. Take off the bottom shock mount as well. And then look, oh wow, look at that. My end link is just, my rear sway bar ain't even connected. That's great. We're gonna do it the easy way, probably take out the lower control arm bolt over there, and then kind of pry it out so we can get this to hang and pretty much drop it. So on this part, completely didn't realize that lower control arm bolt isn't accessible without removing this little stabilizer bar. So remove that little 10 mil right there so you can get to that bolt over there, and you should be good to go. All right, guys, got the stock strut or whatever strut this is out. The height looks decently lower, maybe like an inch or two. So we're just gonna leave it there, drop the car, and adjust as we go there. But yeah, basically we just slide it on up. All right, guys, that's pretty much the gist of it. Not too bad here. Like I said, the coilover doesn't come with the two little things there, so don't worry about that. The top nuts here, those are going to be 47 foot-pounds. We're probably going to run up to 50 for those. Basically, everything on this lower control arm is 81 foot-pounds. I think that should be all we mess with. So yeah, let's get to torquing. All right, guys, we are going to adjust the coilovers here. So what I have over here is a flathead and a mallet here. So we're pretty much going to put the flathead just like so. See if I can grab it like that. And then you hammer it and you get it loose, get that collar loose. And you should be able to twist the whole coilover to adjust the height. Don't forget to unhook your ABS sensor mount thing, majig. But I'm having a hard time turning the whole thing, so I made sure these two were nice and tight against each other, and I'm using this spanner wrench that it came with, the coilovers, to get it to rotate like that. It's kind of slow, but obviously I don't have two hands, but you keep doing that until I close that gap. So I put the ring to where I need it to be. I think it was like 6 inches. I put it to about 4.5 inch, I think. I'm pretty much just rotating until it gets to the bottom. So then all you got to do is it's hard to do it on camera, but pretty much put it to one of the edges and you bang it pretty much till it's tight on everything. I use both spanner wrenches for the top. And then what I like to do as well is I like to mark just so I can visually make sure that they stay aligned. So I like to mark that and the bottom. Just like that. That should be it. So I'm going to do them both sides and we'll get the end result here. Basically, we got a bumper, fender. No luck on side skirts yet. I'm probably going to hold off. Don't really need them. This is actually a sport cross bumper. Apparently, it's a straightforward, just bolts right on, which is great. This fender, pretty much way better than mine. But as you can see, I had to bend mine just so I could open the door. So hopefully those have a better fit. Let's start there. All right, guys, here she is. Pretty much kind of leveled off, I think, kind of broken in. Driving it kind of, back road. It's not too bad. Can definitely tell it's got some body roll still. If you think you're gonna do some some track work or some really spirited driving, I would definitely go a little bit stiffer, but for just daily driving, these are really comfortable so far, not stiff or anything. Height wise, it's pretty good. I had to raise it a little bit because it was rubbing. This is very aggressive, plus 15. So I'm gonna have to kind of roll harder, I think, and pull just a little bit in the rear. But still haven't gotten a line, so I think a little bit of alignment will help as well. But yeah, I think she looks pretty freaking good. Love these wheels too, R33 style. They're G33s, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how she sits. So yep, 10 out of 10. Love these coilovers for the money. They drive pretty good. So I guess that's it. I really appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully this was a decent enough kind of walkthrough, but thanks guys, take it easy.